talked about the intensity of this.
I feel like we're the hungriest team.
You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished five, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean,
hey, this is JuWan. You could check out my YouTube videos on Gamer Zone on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Irving is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's James in at the 3 slot.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Brooks with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Nobody near Irving. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Rose double-teamed, all alone. Dunleavy's shot is off.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Noah with a screen on Irving. Rose dishes to Noah. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Mozgov.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Brooks for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Wade. Brooks grabs the board. And oh, here we go. Dunleavy's got it. The fast break chance. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron leading the charge.
Well, they need... those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Here's Rose, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Varejão.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Allen subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
J.R. Smith, boy, he's mercurial, but he is something to behold when he's knocking down shots like that.
It's stolen by Allen. They push it up 4 on 3. The 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And, Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
Noah with a screen on Smith. Pass to Noah. Dunleavy for 3. And the Bulls with another miss. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent. Like Derrick Rose, he still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Noah wide open. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Noah's got 15 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Allen for three, and another three for Cleveland.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Noah with a screen on Allen. To the wing on the left for three, Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Dunleavy's got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Allen. And another three for Cleveland.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Dunleavy, the shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Rose against Allen. Rose attacking, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Verija. Iman Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. Rose passes to Dunleavy. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked. Brooks against Shumpert. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rose attacking. That's short off the rim.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
That doesn't go either for Rose.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Allen, that's good.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Noah. And so it's Cleveland with it. LeBron kicks to Verija, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Gasol against Thompson. James outside. Shumpert against Brooks. And it's slammed in by Verija.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Chicago calls timeout.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Butler in for Brooks. Butler attacking. And the rejection by James. Now Cleveland moving it up. Allen's shot is off. Another shot. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Rose dishes to Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And that's 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on and on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Wade comes in for Shumpert, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Allen. The shot by Wade, wide open. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Sanders. To the middle, here's James, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Butler with the ball. Wade picks him up, and Mirotic throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The Cavaliers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Back to Wade. LeBron James on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Wade on the assist by Irving. And that's 13 points for Wade.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Irving against Rose. Here's Sanders. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. 4th, the Bulls.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve. but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve. You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Rose against Irving.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards. And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. And it ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Jefferson attacking James left side. In the corner, it's Jefferson to the middle. Gibson against LeBron. It's stolen by Rose. With 2 seconds left. No good on the buzzer beater. The clock runs.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, what about your defense do you need to sustain here into the second half?
That's what's going to win this game for us. You know, it's a good offensive team. We can't give them second chance points. We can't come out in the second half and turn the ball over. So if we're going to win, it's going to be on the defensive end.
Dwayne, thank you, guys. He knows the job is just half done.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they can attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. He has 9 rebounds, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
So for Chicago right now, at small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Noah in at the 5, roaming the paint.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
4 on the clock. James, no good. Bulls trail by 9. Rose with the ball. That's a 2 from Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 14 points for Butler. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Mozgov for rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
That's good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Irving for 3. Cannot hit. Rose with some nice D. Bulls trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since. Coming out of the break.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. The strategy included running the offense through Noah. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here is Rose. He has 7 over Allen. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 6. And the basket from Derrick Rose. Allen for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Butler up top. Wade is covered. And Noah with the slam.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. James kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got assist number 8 now on the night.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
The Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in, and Allen with the block.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly, one of the all-time greats.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Brooks against Allen. Gasol kicks to Brooks. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Brooks has got 8 points. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Butler attacking. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
LeBron outside. Pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Count the bucket. 18 points for him. Bulls trail by 12. Brooks with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Brooks against Mozgov. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. LeBron James, number 1.
And typically you have your centers or power forwards contesting the shots down low, but he can come flying in from the wing to block shots.
That's a specialty of his. We call it the rear view challenge, or coming from the weak side. He catches so many shooters by surprise, coming in to provide defensive help at the right time and denying shots.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And they double him up with LeBron. Allen inside the three-point line. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 23 points for Allen. Bulls trail by 17. And Mozgov comes to help. Over to the left wing to stop the run. LeBron with the block. Dunleavy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dunleavy's got 10.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
On the wing, James. Defended by Dunleavy. Down low. Tipped away. Stolen by Noah. Outside Butler. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Thompson passes to Mozgov. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
And the Bulls making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. Jefferson down low. Mirotic is there. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And now the stats on Joakim Noah. How last month turned out for him? He's around 6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future. This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Brooks with the bucket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Jefferson passing to Cowan and stolen by Mirotic. Here's Brooks. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Jefferson passing to Cowan. Butler with the steal. They push it up 4-on-3. The feed to Brooks. Unloads from 13. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And it's Gasol penetrating. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Now Brooks with the 14 points for him. Inside, wants to get it off to Noah and does. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Sanders comes in for Joakim Noah. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Pau Gasol. Here's Brooks. Over to the wing. Butler against Wade. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Brooks. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Here's Mozgov. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Bulls trail by 13.
With the pass.
Brooks kicks to Sanders. To the inside. Here's Gibson. Can't hit. Good D by Thompson.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Butler dishes to Brooks. Mirotic has the open look. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Wade gets the bucket.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Butler, and he elevates for the slam. Thompson did not like that.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Mirotic's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Wade against Brooks. Outside Butler. From 10 feet out, Mozgov with the block. It's tipped. Gibson with the steal. Now here is Mirotic. He's got 11. 1:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
James outside. Poked away. Sanders with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Brooks. Here's Butler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And what a game for Butler. He has 18 points now and 3 great steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Chicago. The pass to Wade. Irving for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Rose kicks to Gibson. Here's Mirotic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Butler will not go. This is off the front iron.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov, and Smith subbed in for Tristan Thompson.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
To the paint, about 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The drive by James. Here's Varejão. Good D by Sanders.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Rose. Here's Gibson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Bulls trail by 18. LeBron is down low with Varejão. D-Wade out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Smith in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Gasol. No good. In and out off the rim. Cavaliers shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland. So it's Chicago now. And it's Rose penetrating, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Butler with the steal. Passes to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Cleveland leading by 17. LeBron outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover. They've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Pulls it up. Here's Rose. The second effort, and Wade sends it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The drive by Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? Man. That man can climb a ladder.
Gasol wide open. He fires again. Chicago.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Butler kicks to Rose. Back to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Down low. Out to Smith. Wade outside. Feeds it to Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Rose against Irving. Noah the screen. Rose kicks to Butler. And it's Rose penetrating. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 17 points for Rose.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And the dunk by James.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string. Music all day long.
Rose against Irving. Good looking screen by Gasol. From the baseline. Rose, no good. Cleveland leading by 16. Irving for three. And that one's good. Irving's got 26.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Rose kicks to Butler. And he goes in for the dunk.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Wade drives in. From outside the arc, and that one's good. 28 points for him.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Over in the corner, Gasol. Here's Butler. Butler missing again. Cavaliers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Wade against Rose. Butler on the wing. From deep. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 25 points for Jimmy Butler.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here's Gasol, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bergeron. And Cleveland making a change here.
In for your Cavaliers, Sasha Cowan. Ray Allen.
Rose against Allen. Rose goes in. Gasol. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Bulls ball.
Puts it up off the inbound, and the layup is up and in. Cleveland leading by 18. Allen outside. For three. And another three for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up three straight from beyond the arc right now.
Dunleavy for three, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Pass to Cowan. Back to James. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And stolen by LeBron. It's deflected. Gasol with the steal. Rose goes in. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
And it's Butler missing. Cleveland leading by 17. Allen outside. Shot on the wing. They get it back. But they get it back. Back to James. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
With the pass.
So it's Chicago now.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Bulls trail by 17. He feeds it to Butler. Here's the three. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Gasol. That one a tad offline to the right. But drops in for him. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. LeBron outside. To the inside. It's deflected. Inside. Here's Varejao. Now the pass to Cowan. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Stolen by Noah. Oh, and here comes Rose all alone. Here's Dunleavy. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Check out the game for Dunleavy.
He's got 19 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well. And with more to come, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
And it's James missing. Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run. Noah with a screen on Irving. Outside Butler. Launches it. That's good. Butler's got 30 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The drive by Thompson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Then Gasol with the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Rose goes in, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 22 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Thompson passes to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. Stolen by Noah. Wade against Butler. It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Right side, Irving. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Chicago calls timeout. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Bulls trail by 13. Rose goes in. Mozgov with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. Here's Rose. It's stolen by Jefferson. Allen outside. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Wow. What can you say?
Chicago's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Cleveland.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players. But another tour de force for LeBron James. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. 59 seconds left in the 4th quarter. He kicks it to Irving, to the inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Brooks dishes to Mirotic. Soft touch off the glass. There's 37 seconds left here in the...
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And here's Cleveland. Kicks to Irving. Back to James. Leaner from distance. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Great shot. I mean, so difficult to get your shot on line when you're off balance like that.
Brooks against Irving. Mirotic, a screen on Irving. Off the screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Bert, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. And another triple-double from him in this game. I mean, he's totally firing on all cylinders, playing just masterful basketball out there.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
What an unbelievable night he had passing the basketball. He was in total harmony with the other four guys on the floor and created countless easy chances with his assist work. That was a great performance. When he passes like that, there's no way they can lose.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Character's sister. In other words, this is a Charlie's Angels Charlie's Angels was always not Charlie's Angels.
And remember to subscribe and like to my page, Gamer Zone, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Check them all out. I'll be playing different games. 43 points, 18 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, 3 block shots. 10 dunks. 18 rebounds. Damn. He went off.
Jokes about real life, except for that horrible plot line where Julia Roberts played Julia Roberts. What were they thinking? Get ready for your close-up, kid. We got Funkmaster Flex, pioneering, legendary New York DJ. We asked him to say, Nicki Minaj ain't the queen anymore. You know why? Why's that? To win the crown, when you say you're the queen, you gotta compete. I love Nicki Minaj as an entertainer. I'm disappointed in her as a lyricist.
I mean, she's come for her twice at this point, and Nicki Minaj has yet to say anything.
Nicki's better off because the Sheether song debuted this week at number 119. It will be gone next week, and people will forget. And Nicki, by not engaging it, can act like it never happened.
Got another triple-double.
All those people, they will forget. There's a group of people that will never forget this.
Where does it end, though? Does she have to respond to every street rapper?
She marked her entire existence for 7 minutes.
I don't know what murking is.
Oh, my God.
I have a 21 in a row unstoppable streak. Yep. Killing it.
Back over here. Catch the light